Okay, so we now want to get into how to read price. Right, so I'm going to start off by doing how to read price. Then from there, we're going to get into navigating MT5. Huh? Is that okay? Okay. So first of all, how to read price. Price is read in three forms. Price is read in three forms. The first one is, bars. Right, you can read price using bars. Then number two is the line chart. The line chart. Number three, it's candlesticks. Candlesticks. Okay. But you need to understand that we as traders, we trade in the financial markets and we read, the way we read price, we use candlesticks. Why? Because candlesticks give us more information as compared to the line chart and the bar chart, right? Okay, so we have two types of candlesticks. There is a bullish and a bearish candlestick, right? Oh, I should let you know. So the markets are characterized by two, right? Bulls and bears. Bulls, they're the ones that are responsible for taking the price up, right? Bears are the ones that take the price down, huh? Right, so if someone is bullish on something, they're saying, hey, I'm expecting it to go up. Right, if I'm bearish, I'm expecting it to go down. Does it make sense? Easiest way to remember, bullish means that if it's bullish, bulls have what? Horns, huh? So when they charge, they take things up. Bears have claws, they're always on their feet and all, huh? So they take things down. Easier. Okay, so we have two types of candlesticks. We have a bullish and a bearish candlestick. This is how your candlesticks look like. This is how your candlesticks look like, right? Okay, so first of all, on your candlesticks, you need to understand that there are four prices that we get from a candlestick, right? The highest price, right? So the first one will be the opening price, right? The opening price differs according to the candlestick. So in this case, if it's the bearish, it will be at the bottom. Then you also have the lowest price. That is the lowest price that price reached within that time period. Yeah? Then you have the highest price. The price would have reached within that time period as well. Then there is the closing price, right? How do you know if your candlestick is bullish or bearish? Easiest way, just know that the closing price is always above the opening price on a bullish flag. On a bullish candlestick, huh? So on your bullish candlestick, just know that the opening price is always lower than what? The closing price, huh? Bearish, the opening price is always higher than the closing price. Cool? Right? If it's a bearish candlestick, you also need to remember that in terms of colors, bearish, the candlestick is usually red, then the bullish one is usually green, right? But you can set that on your MT5 platform, and it's very easy, right? Depending on how you want to visualize it. Cool? Okay. Any questions for me there? No questions. Fantastic. Can we jump into navigating MT5? The platform. Okay. Right. So navigating MT5. So this is your trading platform. All right. This is the one that you use for trading. Right. So how do we navigate this? Where do we start when I open my platform? Right. So I'm gonna start off. Right. Okay. So let me go to view. Right. Let me just show you. Let me just open any currency pair and show you where you would start off. Right. So let's say this is you. You've logged into your account, you've jumped onto the platform, and the first thing you see is a chart like this, right? So what you'd have to do is this. You'd have to clear up your chart, so that you're able to read price properly. Remember, in trading, you want to see more of the price, because we're price action traders, All right, you want to see where price is heading to. You want to see it clearly. It has to be a no-brainer for you, So the first thing that you start off by doing is removing the greed. How you do that, you right-click on your chart. You go to greed, and you deselect the greed. All right? You see, the greed is gone, Okay, then you'd have to right-click again. Oh, before you right-click, right, can you see that these three icons at the top there? Bars, candlestick, line chart, right? We said we read price using candlesticks, So I'd have to click on candlesticks, right? So I'll right-click again on my chart. Get that menu, then I'll go to properties, and I'll select properties, right? On properties, you then go to colors. Properties, then you go to colors. Right, so we'll start from bar up. Bar up, you can leave it as lime, Right, then there's bar down, right? So you just type red. Bull candle, you want to make it line. Bear candle, you want to make it red, right? Then you click OK. Now can you see that your green are the bullish candlesticks, The red are the bearish ones. You don't have to think about it too much. You just know when you see the colors, Okay. Then you then also need to select, right? You see these two icons at the top? Right, the first icon that's there, that is to the left-hand side, you need to deselect that one. And you need to select the one on the right. Sorry. What that icon does is it gives you this black space over here. Can you see the black space I'm talking about? Right. That black space, we consider it to be the future, huh? Right. That's where all the money is, my brother. Right. That's where the house is. That's where the clothes are. That's where the dinner is. That's where the date is. That's where the lobola is. Right? So you want to always make sure that you have what? This black space over there, huh? Okay. Right. Then also, we talk about time frames. You can view how price is moving on different time frames, in different periods, right? Okay. So how do you get those time frames on your MetaTrader 5 platform? Okay, this one is selected. But anyway, all that you do is you come to your toolbox, right? Can you see where my cursor is? Right, you right click on it and you get a menu. Right, then you go to time frames and you select time frames. Can you see that they show up? All of those, huh? Those 6 time frames there. Okay, so you're able to view how price is moving on different time frames. So this one is considered to be the monthly. Oh. Okay. Okay. Anyway, the first one is known as the monthly, right? MN, that's monthly. You can view W1, that's weekly. D1, that's daily. H4, that's per every 4-hour period, right? 1 hourly, 30 minutes, 15, 5 minutes, all the way down to 1 minute. You can view how price is moving like that, huh? Okay, to simplify time frames for you, imagine us taking an aerial view of the globe, right? The world as it is. The world is spherical, huh? If you're looking at it from space. But then, if you were to zoom in now, right, you're then able to see the different continents, huh? From continents, you zoom in again, you're able to see the people, you're able to see the cities, you're able to see people and all that, huh? Right? It's the same thing with time frame. The bigger one, which is monthly, is like you're zoomed out, right? But if you want to find out more information, you have to go to the smaller time frame, right? Weekly, daily, 4-hourly, and all that. So it's basically time frames. It's as if you are zooming into price, right? Okay. Right. Okay. Then some functionality that you probably need to know. Can you see these 2 magnifying glasses? All right. The first one that has a plus sign like that. This one is for zooming in. So if I click it, can you see it zooms in? Right, then the second one is for zooming out. Right, I can zoom out extremely. Then I'll be able to see how price has been moving for a while. Huh? In this case, can you see how price has been going up? Yeah. Okay. Then, right. How? The next step that you need to do so that you don't repeat all of this, right, on another currency pair that you open, huh? You need to right-click on the chart. When you right-click on the chart, you need to go to templates. You need to go to templates. When you go to templates, go to save templates and click save templates. Right? Then you type in whatever name that you want. You can type in, I'm going to buy my house this year. I'm going to buy a car. Oh yes. Our revenge for Valentine's. Okay. So I'll just type in, let's just say FX school. You follow? Then I'll save. Okay. Right. You remember yesterday we spoke about currency pairs? You guys remember that? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to, where do you see those currency pairs on your platform? Huh? Right, this is where, and this is how you're able to see them. Right, so we're saying, where do you find those currency pairs that we spoke about? We spoke about cross pairs, major pairs, synthetic pairs, huh? Okay, where do you find them? This is where you can find. So you go to view, right? When you go to view, you go to market watch and you click market watch, right? When you click market watch, let's say you're looking for dollar yen, right? You want to see how dollar yen is behaving, right? So you click on dollar yen, then you'd right click and click chart window, right? You saw that, right? But let's say on your market watch, it's not showing you all the currency pairs. So what you'd have to do, you'd have to right click and you'd go to show all. Can you see in this case, my show all is grayed out, huh? Because I have all the currency pairs there, right? But then for you, if it's showing 4 or it's not showing all the currency pairs, you'd have to click show all. And you have to make sure that you have internet connection, you're logged into your account for you to be able to see all the currency pairs, huh? Okay. Then, can you see we're back to our first charts? Do we have to redo what we did on the previous chart? No, huh? We saved the template, huh? So what do we have to do? We just have to load our template. How do we do that, huh? This is how. So first of all, you right click on the chart. You go to templates, right? On templates, can you see we had this one written FX School? Right, so you click FX School. Watch the magic. Boom. And the date is gone. Okay, right. Can you see? So you don't have to redo everything that you were doing, right? Basically, you just have to load it, your candlesticks, say green and red. Yeah. Okay. Something else that you also need to know about your MT5 platform is how do we scroll to the past, how do we scroll forward and everything, right? So I'll show you. Right, so this is you're on your platform. You want to go back and maybe you want to draw a pattern, you want to see how price has been moving in 2016, but generally in the past. Huh? So what you'd have to do, you'd have to just hold your left click and just drag, my brother. Hold your left click and drag. You hold the left click, my sister, and you drag. Right? So you're going to the past, right? Because on your X's, right? Remember on your platform, you have 2 X's. The one that's on the right, this one, right? The one that's on the right, can you see it? Where my cursor is. This is the exchange rate or the price, huh? Right? The one at the bottom here, this is time, right? So the way in which the chart will move, it will produce candlesticks going what? Forward, going to the right-hand side. That's why you see we have this black space, which is the future, huh? Right? It has to go to the right-hand side. Cool? Okay. Then, how do we draw support and resistance? You remember yesterday we spoke about those rules, huh? Right? What tool do we use on the platform to draw support and resistance? This is the tool that you can use to draw support and resistance, right? So, can you see there's this icon for the cursor? Next to it, there are these other icons, right? Then there's this one that is diagonal. You click it, right? It's known as your trend line. Then you're able to draw trend lines. And how you do that, you just have to hold your left click and drag, my brother. then you've drawn your trend line, huh? Right. Let me do that for you again. You click the icon, bring it to the chart, then you hold your left click and you drag my sister. Right? Okay, how do you duplicate the line? Right, remember we spoke about channels and how if the condition for a channel is that the support and the resistance, they have to be parallel to each other, huh? How do you draw parallel lines? This is how you do it. Right, so let's say you want to replicate that line over there. So you'd have to hold control on your keyboard, hold the left click, right, and make sure that your mouse is on the middle dot. Then you just drag. You saw that? Again, control on keyboard, left click, and you drag, my brother. Cool. Okay, another thing probably that you need to know about your platform, you're also able to draw horizontal lines, huh? So the icon that's next to your trend line, you click it, right, then you just select where you want to place the horizontal line, then you're able to drag it by holding your left click, huh? You just drag going up or down, right? What do horizontal lines help you with? They help you to give, they're able to give you the exchange rate or the price at a particular point, huh? So like in this case, the exchange rate would be that, huh? 106.091, right? Then you can also place horizontal lines. That one, then click, boom, right? What do they help you with? They're able to tell you the time that candlestick formed, right? So at the bottom, it would tell you, hey, so this was on the 10th of March, 2020 at 8 o'clock, exactly 8 p.m. That is when this candlestick formed, right? Story goes on and on and on. Okay, you remember we're talking about pips. How do you measure the pips, right? You're able to measure pips using this tool on MT5, right? Just remove my lines. Oh yeah, if you want to remove your lines, you just click Backspace. Just Backspace. Right? If you want to bring back the line, Control Z. Control Z. Can you see? Everything's back, huh? So I'll remove my lines, huh? Cool. Okay, so let's say we want to measure the distance between this point there and this point here, right? So the way you do it, you'd use your crosshair, huh? Click the crosshair, right? Then you bring it to your entry, right? Your entry price is that, huh? Then you just drag it to that point over there. Can you see that? Okay, so there are about four numbers that you can see over there, right? The first one, the first number that you can see, that's 10.83. That is the price that you are at, all right? Then the second one is saying 19 bars, right? So the distance from that point here to, let's say, here, right, the number of candlesticks in between that period, right, is exactly 19. Cool? Then the next one, that's the one that we want, huh? Right, that's 2,862 points. Right, those points are your pippets. Right? Those are your pippets. So if you want to convert them to pips, what you need to do? Divide by 10, huh? Exactly. So that will be 286.2 pips. Does it make sense? So that will be the distance between that point there all the way to that point over there. Is that clear? Okay. I think we're about, oh, one last functionality that you might need help with. So let's say you want to draw your trend line, right? But you want to, maybe you want to draw a support like from all the way down here, huh? Right? You follow? Okay. So what you'd have to do is this. You'd have to match the screen, right? So that you're able to draw your line properly. Does it make sense? So how you do that is you bring your cursor to the axis, the vertical axis, right? That's the price or the exchange rate. Then you hold your left click and you drag downwards, right? Can you see you're bringing the candlesticks up? Then you can go ahead and just draw your support, my brother. You draw support, 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 support. Can you see? Now you're able to draw it properly. You're able to adjust it, right? Oh, also key thing to note about your trend lines. These two dots, this one and that one at the top, they're used for adjusting, right? But the middle dot generally just moves the whole trend line. So if you want to move the whole trend line, you move the middle dot, huh? Cool? Okay. That's about it. Navigating MT5. Any other questions, guys? No questions, huh? Okay. Thank you.